Welcome back to the now-to-be-named monthly show. The new name is Dawg Pound News. I'm your host, Nash, here in the studio, and this week we're going to talk about 5 things that have happened during the month and a few things happening in October. This month brings us to, unfortunately, 9/11. The sign language class signed the Star-Spangled Banner as well as the chorus during this tribute.
Today we gather to honor and remember the lives lost and the heroes who emerged during the tragic events of September 11th, 2001, 24 years ago. Let us think about those who were affected and to reflect on the importance of coming together in times of adversity.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
Never forget, every year on this day of remembrance, that is what we are called to do. Today marks 24 years since the deaths of almost 3,000 people in what is known as one of the most despicable attacks in American history.
James E. Dobson grew up in Astoria, Queens. A married man with 2 grown children, he had worked as an ambulance paramedic since he was 19 years old. After Dobson and his partner received a radio call that a plane had hit the World Trade Center, they made their way to the 59th Street Bridge leading to Manhattan. When he first arrived, no one was moving.
Mary Lee Hanel grew up in upstate New York. She started working for the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey after college. The Port Authority, which owned the World Trade Center, was headquartered in the North Tower. She worked on the 66th floor. Her husband also worked in the building.
Maria Georgina Lopez Zombrano immigrated to the United States in 1967 at the age of 25. Later in life, she developed a retinal detachment that impaired her vision, and with help from Commission for the Blind, she secured a position as a food vendor across the street from the World Trade Center. When the first plane struck, Lopez described what she heard and felt at the scene. It was just a big moment. I don't know how to call it. Everything trembling, it sounded like a storm, she said.
There are many stories from that day that cannot or will not ever be told, and we honor the memories of those that we lost. But the stories you've heard today, along with countless others, represent those people. The vast range of personal accounts we have of those who experienced this day create a cohesive narrative of bravery and tragedy woven by countless individual stories in New York City, at the Pentagon, in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, and across America.
We shall never forget this tragic day and the lives that were lost. But enough solemn stuff, on to homecoming. Recently we had our Homecoming Spirit Week as well as our dance, and here are some highlights to show off this wonderful time. Students had a great time at the dance, expressing their spirit and just having a fun time. Up next, we have Ms. McKnight and the CCC explaining some of the upcoming events in October.
Good morning, C House. How is everybody doing today? I am coming to you live from the College and Career Center, also known as the CCC. I have been graciously invited by the Central Film Studio to come in here, and we're going to do this every month, and we're going to call it Miss McKnight's Minute, so that you have an opportunity to connect with the College and Career Center, and I can give you information all about what is going on and what you can anticipate in months to come. So let's get started with that. Just a heads up, the College and Career Center is open daily, Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. You can pop in here during your lunch, during dog time, sign up in dog time, and you can also come in before school or after school, or if you're able to get a pass from your teacher. So those are the hours in the CCC, and I will be sending you guys weekly emails giving you information about what's happening, but we also will have this Miss McKnight's Minute as well. So this is a calendar you will get every month, and you can take a look at it and see everything that's happening in the CCC. You also get graphics in your Canvas email, individual to each visit. This is an example of Linear Tech that you received. We have the University of Florida coming on Friday, and I do take time and put details about the university specific to what they are known for academically and also on their campus life. So just take advantage of these bullet points. If you align with something that you see, come to the visit and learn more. UGA, another example of an individual graphic. You guys see these weekly in your emails, and I know you guys are all reading your emails. This is an example of the Marines graphic. Okay, previewing. We're going to do a preview as well every time we do this. October in the CCC, we have a very full month. So we're going to do a couple workshops. We're going to do an essay workshop for those of you that are working on your essays. We're also going to do a Common App workshop. I know seniors, you're in the thick of it right now, trying to get your applications filled out and make your plans. So we will have a workshop, so come take advantage of that. Other universities that will be coming to the CCC in October: Mercer University, Samford University, Oklahoma, that's the University of Oklahoma, new to the SEC. Georgia Southwestern, University of Arkansas. We also have the Army here for those of you who are trying to pursue a career in the military. University of West Georgia, Purdue University, which is an amazing engineering school, Georgia Southern, as well as Oglethorpe, and UAB, which is University of Alabama, Birmingham. They have a great health science program. Okay, so this you can look forward to. You get emails each week, like I said, that tell you the exact dates of the visit, and you can go to your student support time and sign up for all of these visits. Oh, and that is it. That's everything, and I do appreciate Central Studios inviting me to talk every month to y'all. And if you have any questions, or if you're just getting started and need some help, please come by and stop by the CCC anytime. Happy to assist, and we'll see you in the CCC.
This month of October has some exciting visits coming to the CCC during dog time, so we hope to see you there. Sibby recently talked to Mr. Woodall in an interview, and we would just like to say that Mr. Woodall is an amazing administrator, and here's some of his background.
Welcome to the Teacher Spotlight segment of the yet-to-be-named monthly show. My name is Sri Sibby, and we have
Chris Woodall.
Mr. Woodall, what was your prior education before you started to become an assistant principal, teacher?
Yeah, so I'm actually a graduate from South Forsyth. I attended Forsyth Central, which was Forsyth County High School at the time, in 10th grade, and then I went to South and graduated there. And then I attended Presbyterian College, that's in South Carolina. That's where I got my undergrad work. Did some work experience for a while, and then went back and got my graduate work and my education degrees from University of North Georgia.
Nice.
Mhm.
What are your hobbies outside of school?
I enjoy anything to do with water. I love getting out on Lake Lanier, paddleboarding, have a boat, go out boating. Used to have a sailboat. Unfortunately, my sailboat burned and sunk, which is a whole different story. But I love anything on the water.
Okay. What was high school or college like for you? So, like hobbies or any experiences?
Yeah, during high school and college, I was an athlete. I was a student athlete. In high school, I played football, soccer, ran track, wrestled one season. I was involved in student council, that sort of thing. Really enjoyed high school. Enjoyed being a student. Enjoyed being around friends. It was a good time. In college, I initially went and played football my freshman year in college. I retired from football, just injuries and stuff after my freshman year. But then I became a cheerleader and cheered at Presbyterian for my last 3 years there. I was involved in Greek life, and I graduated with political science and history double major, and just really loved my time at PC. Go Blue Hose.
Nice. What's a quote that inspired you?
So this is not a very deep one, but my grandfather would always say, if it's worth doing, make sure you're doing it right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So kind of like perfect practice makes,
Yep, exactly, yeah. Perfect practice makes perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's all we have for today, folks. I'll see you on the same segment for Teacher Spotlight next month on the Yet to Be Named monthly show.
Thank you, Sibi, for highlighting his past as a teacher. Mr. Woodall is great at helping the students out, and we would again like to say thank you. In our final story, we have an interview with Malachi Nelson, who was recently nominated for Player of the Week by MileSplit.
Hi, I'm Keegan, and this is...
I am Malachi Nelson.
All right, Malachi, who are you here?
I run cross country and track for Forsyth Central.
Alrighty. What is this nomination that you were given?
I was nominated for Runner of the Week by MileSplit, which is this site where it tracks all of the runners and teams in every meet in the USA, not just Georgia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was only just Georgia. Well, how's this going to affect you in the long term?
Well, regardless of if I win or lose, it's a great honor because I never expected that I'd be picked for this, since it's really hard to get picked for this just at all, because you have to do really well in meets to get this honor usually.
How'd you get into doing cross country?
Well, I think one of my classmates wrote a paper on cross country, and I had heard about it a little bit before, but I decided to look into it, and I decided just that day that I wanted to do it, and I was set on doing it, and I guess it's gotten me to this point where I've been doing it for 7 years at this point.
Wow. Well, that's amazing. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No. I guess just shout out to all my teammates, shout out to all my coaches. They're amazing people, and without them, I don't think I'd be where I'm at today.
Well, nice meeting you, Malachi.
Nice meeting you too, Keegan.
We hope that everyone can continue to support Malachi's athletic journey, and we wish the best of luck to Malachi. That will wrap up this month's inquiry of Dawg Pound News. We hope that you'll join us next week in October, and special thanks to Calvin for giving us his bark. Go Dogs!